We're here in Portland, Maine to check out a barbecue joint that's been operating for 10 years plus. Not only are they doing the best Texas barbecue in all of the state of Maine, they're doing it with a Tex-Mex and Caribbean flair. Buckle up, because we're gonna head inside to check out why Terlingua is worthy of your destination queue.
Just to give you an idea of how we started, those two green eggs is what I call our museum pieces.
Nice.
That was our smoker.
So you have evolved immensely over the years.
Just a little
That's
bit.
awesome.
Just a little bit. Wilson Rothschild, our executive chef, has a history of working in restaurants in Mexico. He's fluent in Spanish, and he's also from the Caribbean.
Your owner, pitmaster, Pliny, I'm sorry.
Plenty. Started roasting.
Started in Austin, Texas,
They
correct?
were in Austin, Texas, and
So-
he started smoking meats on the weekends for football games. Melanie, his wife, is the granddaughter of Allison's restaurant in
no kidding.
Kennebunkport.
Wow.
So she always wanted to open a restaurant based on what her grandparents
Keep
did
it all in the
40
family,
years
huh?
on there.
Yeah, nice.
So there's a connection between Maine and Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
There you have it. Does she have a name?
Old Red. But
Old Red.
Yeah.
Where's the red?
There's not much red.
We encounter that everywhere throughout New England. They just don't think that New Englanders are capable of pulling off authentic Texas-style barbecue, especially with brisket. But you guys are doing that. Not only are you doing it with that, but you're doing amazing things with Tex-Mex, with Caribbean, with Maine seafood as well. What can you tell us about the sausage? You said it's a
So it's a cabeza sausage.
Cabeza.
Cabeza is like head in Spanish. It's got
Wow, that's-
cheeks and tongue in it. Basically my normal Texas hot link recipe, and then we take that braising liquid and
Yep.
use it for the water, and then add the tongue and cheek in there, and then mix, stuff, smoke once for these guys. Some of our sausages are double smoked.
now is it tongue-in-cheek pork or beef?
It's all beef. It is a reverse offset, so smoke rolls under through the baffles, comes back across. We get radiant heat from the bottom. The grates are providing heat into the meat, and then you get the convection that you want for briskets and butts across the top.
Is this a 500-gallon tank?
Yep, 500 gallon.
Nice. And you're running, what are you using for wood? Oak?
It's all white oak.
Wow.
You can't get wood from other states
Right.
per our state law. So we're kind of, we've been with the same guy for the entire time I've been here for 5 years. Pork belly's been on since like 11:30. It's finishing up now. We're looking to be jelly-like all the way through.
Yep.
Temp-wise, it's usually somewhere between 185, 190.
What are some of your most popular items here at Terlingua? What are people coming in?
Barbecue board? It's 2 pounds of meat, usually 4 meats. So you get like half a pound of meat each of the 4. And this is the Chipotle caramel sauce.
Chipotle caramel. So it's got a little bit of sweet and heat
Yeah,
going on at the same time.
Done a bunch of vinegar in there.
Do you mind doing that?
Yes, I got you, brother.
Check that out. Wow.
So we have Old Hickory inside. That's our second smoker we use for overnights. We load around 5 to 6 p.m. and then we pull around 9 a.m.
Now these choice briskets, prime
All
briskets,
prime.
nice. No one amazes me about this place. You guys are open 7 days a week.
Yeah, that was my idea.
Was it? 7 days a week. Like that's unheard of in the barbecue world.
All of these briskets and butts. This is
Sausage.
our house chorizo.
I can see it's darker than
Yeah.
this here, so it has a lot
That's
more
drying.
paprika in there.
Yeah, these are our breakfast sausages. We have the Outpost next door. If you guys check it out when you leave,
Okay.
it's like coffee, breakfast, like.
So you produce
drinks.
for them.
Yeah, so we do a kolache.
Oh yeah.
Smoke them, cool them down, and they wrap a little sweet bread around it with
wow.
cheese and jalapenos on the inside.
Yeah.
Bake it. Basically like a pig in a blanket,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not. It's just
That's
bread.
amazing.
They're super famous in like Austin with like all the Polish community that moved there in the first beginning of Texas.
So everything you're doing is generated right out of this 500
This
gallon.
one and
I thought you gotta have another one in there.
Just like have a normal amount of labor in the smokehouse.
Right.
We're not having to have somebody here overnight or when I worked in Charleston, we worked on just 1,000-gallon offsets, and our shifts were 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then noon to 8
Right.
p.m. And then there was only about a 6-hour window where the briskets were smoking by themselves overnight.
Is the Old Hickory like gas powered, like the
Yes.
Southern
It's a
Pride
gas
as well?
assist. Exactly.
Gas assist, that's what I meant to say.
Logs go in,
Yep.
fires,
So-
bolts that maintains the temp. we can fit 11 to 12 briskets in
Right.
there and like 8 butts. So plus this, that allows us to cook like 18, 19
Yeah.
briskets a day in the middle of the summer. We also, you know, will cool them down and vacuum seal them and use them in like sous vide, and we sell all of our meats in the market next door too.
So we cryovac it, and you can buy our ribs or our sausage and things to take home. Cryovac.
Nice,
put it in a
nice.
hot water bath, and
Yeah.
then it brings it right back.
Another thing I saw on the menu that was very interesting was the fried ribs.
That's usually actually like when we have leftover ribs that
Yeah.
cool down, we cut them. Like it's literally
You
a special
repurpose
rib.
them.
Yeah, and that's like basically most of what my job is the pit master here.
Right.
Is like managing the leftovers. I wanted to open a butcher shop, was kind of my dream. So Lewis is a pit meat trimmer, and then I was there for like 4 or 5 months, and they just came up to me and they're like, "Do you want to learn the smokehouse?"
Yep.
So I was like, "I mean, I kind of like what I'm doing." And they're like, "No, you want to learn the smokehouse." Like, this
Yeah,
is
definitely.
This is the thing. Like,
Right.
This
This is
what
where it
people want
happens.
to work here for. Jaden's our cook up on the line right now. He's cutting all the meats.
Yeah.
So he just comes down. We have another warmer on the line. We keep about 2 briskets worth of meat, about 2 or 3 pork butts worth of meat up there.
All right, we're starting off with the star of the show.
Yeah.
We got some prime brisket.
And then we take off our burn
There's a
ends.
burn end right there.
Piece of
Oh my God. Look at the bark. Look how juicy that is. I mean, it's just dripping with moisture. Insane. Insane. The salt level is on point.
There we go. Yeah, that first cut I was dialing in how tender it actually is.
There it is.
So hold that for us. That's my biggest barbecue pet peeve. Eating cold barbecue. That's our point. I love the way we trim our briskets here. A lot of places do it like this. I know Goldie's.
You're
is where
kind
that
of
comes
rounding it
from.
off, making it aerodynamic.
Exactly.
You're cutting that mohawk off on the back.
We will smoke after the mohawks. We'll
Yep.
season them, smoke them. And
Just a mohawk as itself?
Yeah, and confit them in beef fat. And like
Listen to this guy.
barbecue.
All places will take that and will put it into sausage.
Yeah.
This guy is repurposing it into something even more special than that.
This is the cabeza.
Cabeza.
Was it worth the trip?
Oh my God.
Cheers.
Oh, the flavor.
The heat.
That's insane.
Almost like we know what we're doing.
Oh,
This right here is the copa muscle.
the
It's like
money muscle.
The money muscle.
That
There
it's
we go.
opposite the blade bone.
Yep. My favorite way to serve this when we do it on the board, I use that bench scraper, break it up,
Yep.
and then kind of mold it. And I like to go,
Pretty thin. So at 185, you're gonna get a little bit of firmness. It'll be tender. Pork belly at Terlingua, Portland, Maine. You know what? This is the best pork belly I've ever had. It has a little bit of resistance.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a pull, but not too much. It's tender. It's cooked well. The fat is rendered perfectly.
All right, I got your Instagram moment here.
All right, here we go, John.
So we're about to dig into this. We're all going to enjoy. And I've got my brother Paul, who's not a Portland native, but he's been up here in Portland for 25 years. So
Our main host.
our main host. All right, that does it for us here at Terlingua in Portland, Maine. Join us next time for the next edition of Destination Q.